Hey guys, thank you for stopping here. My name is Sugoroku and please call me Roku for short. I am now exploring Japan off to all the 47 prefectures, and so far I've been exploring 6 prefectures including this Osaka, and I've been exploring this Osaka for half a year but mostly focusing on World Expo, which was held in Osaka but ended this month earlier. So I started traveling Osaka again, so this time I'll be exploring the heart of Osaka, which is called Umeda. In this channel, I will not only be talking about traveling but also about the cultures, history, and entertainment that I mostly encounter through traveling. So if you're interested in Japan, please subscribe my channel before you lose it. Okay, let's explore. So before moving on, you might be wondering where I am. I am now at a place called Tokino Hiroba, and this is like kind of one of the iconic place where people meet up with this golden watch behind me, and then there's like a nice chairs around. There are even people sleeping on the ground. So this is a really nice place for people to meet up. And then actually, this is like a 5th floor of the building called Rukwa, which is one of the shopping malls around this JR station of Osaka, and then you can just go up to this place after you're getting off from the JR Osaka Station. But this Osaka station is kind of complex, so I'll be talking about that later as well. So this is the content that I'm going to talk about in this video. This video is composed of 3 parts. Part 1, Understanding Umeda, introduces the overall picture of Umeda and explains why this area is so important. Part 2, History of Umeda, explores the development history that shaped what Umeda is today. Part 3, Experiencing Umeda, covers the practical ways to the city's major railway lines, some useful tips, and an on-site exploration of Umeda's key areas. Okay, let's start. Part 1, Understanding Umeda. Number 1. Osaka's geography and city structure. So before walking through Umeda, let's first look at Osaka from the perspective of geography. So Osaka is located at the center of Kansai, meaning the western part of Japan, and it takes about 2 hours and a half by Shinkansen from Tokyo. Osaka lies on a vast alluvial plain formed by Yodo River, which flows from Lake Biwa into Osaka Bay. Because of the landscape, Osaka has long developed as a city of water and trade, a natural gateway connecting the sea and the inland areas of Japan. In the past, rivers and canals ran across the city, and the people transported goods by boat, living closely with the water in their daily lives. This water transportation network is a major driving force behind Osaka's growth as a merchant city. At the same time, this flat lowland geography divided the city into 2 distinctive zones. The southern area, centered around Dotonbori and Namba, became a lively district of food and entertainment, and the northern area, centered around Umeda, became a modern center of business and transportation. By the way, I've created a video about that southern area, mainly focusing on the food and its history. And if you're a food lover, please check it out. And today we'll walk through the northern side, Umeda. Number 2. What is Umeda? Location and overview. So what is exactly Umeda? Umeda is a central district located in the northern part of Osaka City and about 10 minutes by subway from Dotonbori's Namba area. Centered around JR Osaka Station, more than 2.5 million people use this area every single day, which is like the 4th biggest area of the station in Japan, outnumbered only by Shinjuku, Shibuya, and Ikebukuro Station, making it one of Japan's most largest transportation hubs. Generally, the term Umeda refers to the area surrounding JR Osaka Station. Within a radius of 800 meters, you can find several major railway lines and one of the largest underground shopping complexes. The massive underground network is affectionately and sometimes fearfully called Umeda Dungeon, and the surroundings are filled with department stores, office buildings, and hotels. In other words, Umeda is a multi-layered urban center built around Osaka Station, where the economy, transportation, and the culture of Kansai all come together in an incredible dense way. But you might wonder how this such a gigantic urban complex has been created. And the answer lies in the history of railways. Part 2, History of Umeda. Number 1, Origins, the railway city. The story of Umeda began in 1874 when one of Japan's earliest railway lines opened in Osaka, giving birth to what is now JR Osaka Station. The name Umeda is written as this in Chinese character, meaning palm field, but it came from the words umeta, written like this, meaning field in rice fields. At that time, this area was nothing but wetland and farmlands, a quiet edge of the city. So why build a station in such an empty place? The reason is it was located just north of Dojima and Nakanoshima area, which were the commercial centers of Osaka back then. The rise of Osaka as an economic hub dates back to the Sengoku period when Toyotomi Hideyoshi laid a foundation for urban development of Osaka, centering around Osaka Castle. And during Edo period, it became the center of commerce known as Tenka no Daidogoro, kitchen of the nation, as it became the place where goods from all over Japan gathered. I have created a video about the history of Osaka, dating back to more than 1,000 years ago. So if you're interested in the history, please take a look. The rice warehouses that supported that prosperity were located in Dojima and Nakanoshima area. Building a station in this wide and undeveloped area allowed the city to expand to the north in the future. For those who envisioned railways as the skeleton of the modern city, this location was ideal. From late Meiji to Taisho era, during the early 20th century, many private railway companies began extending their lines into this area. In 1905, Hanshin Railway connected Osaka and Kobe. In 1910, Mino-Arima Electric Railway, now Hankyu, connected Osaka and Takarazuka line. That same year, Keihan Railway connected Kyoto and Osaka. While national railways run by the government focused on long-distance routes, they couldn't handle all the short-distance ones between cities. Then, that gap was filled by local entrepreneurs, private railways. They understood one key principle. When the train runs, the land moved. By developing commerce and housing alongside their railway lines, they created a uniquely Japanese model where railways build the cities.
Number 2. Ichizo Kobayashi and the Hankyu model.
The person who shared this model most clearly was Ichizo Kobayashi, who is the founder of Hankyu Railway. As he originally aspired to become a novelist, he was a visionary who combined imagination with business insights. He envisioned city making as if writing a story, design that integrated railways, housing, commerce, and entertainment into one complete lifestyle. He developed residential areas along the railway lines and introduced Japan's first installment payment system for housing purchases, with 20% of down payment with monthly installment payment, which gradually transfers ownership of the housing to the buyer. It was a revolutionary idea. Even a salaried worker could own a home. At the terminal, he built the Hankyu department store. Along the way, he founded Takarazuka Revue, which is all-female theater troupe based in Takarazuka, Hyogo Prefecture, to entertain the people who started living along the railways, known for its lavish productions and elaborate costumes. Actually, he is also a founder of Toho, which is like the biggest movie company in Japan, and both of them are now still playing a great role in Japanese entertainment. So, by connecting railways with housing, commerce, and entertainment, he created what is now called Hankyu model. This system also greatly influenced other Japan's private railway companies, such as Tokyu, Odakyu, and Keiwo, which flourished in Tokyo area that you can see in stations like Shibuya, Shinjuku, and Ikebukuro, shaping Japan's unique station-centered urban structure. In a country with limited land and high population density, railways naturally became the backbone of everyday life. So stations were not just transit points, they became the centers of the community and culture, where the stories of cities began.
Number 3. The first terminal department store.
In 1929, Ichizo Kobayashi opened the world's first department store directly connected to a railway station, the Hankyu department store in Umeda. Shopping became a part of daily life, and the station itself turned into a social hub. Even today, Hankyu department store remains top Osaka's performer in sales, a symbol between railways and shopping.
Number 4. Post-war boom to modern Umeda.
After World War II, during Japan's rapid economic growth, Umeda transformed once again. The Hanshin department store opened, the underground shopping areas expanded, and the new office districts were developed. From the late Showa period to Heisei and the Reiwa, large-scale development projects continued, turning Umeda Japan's largest commercial district. Today, as I said, Umeda's daily passenger count exceeds 2.5 million people, about 3 times larger than that of Namba, Osaka's second major terminal. Within 800 meters of JR Osaka Station, you can find Hankyu, Daimaru, Hanshin, Yodobashi Camera, Grand Front Osaka, Grand Green Osaka, Rukwa, and more. Below them lies one of the largest underground complexes in Japan. Wherever you go, the streets are filled with people and shops. Railways bring people, and people grow commerce. Commerce evolves the city. That's the cycle. This constant motion is the source of Umeda's vitality.
Part 3. Experiencing Umeda. Number 1. Navigating Umeda, railway stations and tips.
So from now, I'm going to talk about how you get around this Osaka Umeda area by using trains. So supposing that you are coming from eastern side of Japan, maybe from Tokyo, and then you get to Osaka by Shinkansen, and you will be getting at Shin Osaka Station. So from there, you will take a train at JR, then you will be getting off at the platform 7 or 8 in Osaka Station. So then let's make it easy. So there are several exits in this JR Osaka Station. So we will be going to the central exit. Okay, let's go. Okay, this is the Chuoguchi Central Gate. And then let's check the place where you can buy the ticket. So I just now came to the place where you get a ticket in front of the JR Osaka Station. So Umeda is a place where even locals can get lost, and layers of ground and underground passages overlap, and the railways and the shopping areas intertwine in complex ways. But once you understand its structure, you realize it's surprisingly logical. And this is one of Japan's most advanced transportation hubs. And then Osaka's railway networks include JR, Metro, Hankyu, Hanshin, Kintetsu, Nankai, and Keihan. I know it's too many, but still, I think as far as you go around Osaka area, you can kind of focus on 4 out of them, which are JR, Metro, and the Hanshin and the Hankyu. So in terms of JR station, from JR Osaka Station, the Kobe and the Kyoto and Takarazuka lines. So on this map, JR Kobe line, A, and Kyoto line, which is also A, on the right up, and then the Takarazuka lines, which is in yellow of G, spread outward in all directions. And while the Osaka Loop line, which is O, at the center in red, that is connecting the main areas of Osaka. And then, so actually, when you are buying the tickets for different railways, you can of course buy each ticket, but you can actually transfer seamlessly by using Ikoka card, or if you're using a Passmo or a Suica from Tokyo area, you can also use it here in Osaka. So if you want to buy that, like say Ikoka or other ones, you have to go to the opposite side, which is that it's called Midori no Madoguchi in Japanese. And that's where also you buy the fast train ticket, and then also Ikoka, and then some other, Japan Railway Pass as well. And then next to this Midori no Madoguchi, there's a tourist information in Osaka. So if you have any issues with your travel, you can come here and then ask their help. About the metro, you have to go downstairs. So let's go down then. Okay. So you get to this area where you can find this kind of like a big electric billboard. You can see this north central exit like this, kind of like a spacious area. Okay, let's go to the Midosuji north exit, which is connected to subway, and then also Hankyu line. Okay, so you go down there, this one. Okay, so you get to this subway exit called Umeda Station, Kita Gate, North Gate of Midosuji line. So this is a little complicated thing. So the station name changed to Umeda. So you just gotta be careful about that. So this is the Osaka Metro line map. And then the most main one would be the Midosuji line, which is running from north to south of Osaka in red. And then the line in purple, which is Tanimachi line, running from east to west. I've actually stayed here in Osaka for the past half a year almost, and then I've only used Midotsuji line and Tanimachi line, and then also Chuo line that is going to the Bay Area, which is surrounded by Umeshima. It's like the venue of expo, and then also one that I've been to is Osaka Station, which is to visit Kaiyukan. It's like one of the largest aquarium in Japan. There's also a one-day pass available. So if you are spending more than 820 yen for an adult, you would be better off by buying that for the day. And then also you can buy that for 310 yen, Japanese yen for kids. For the weekend, you can spend less for the one-day pass, 620 Japanese yen, so which is very convenient. So now I will go from here, get to Hankyu line. So Hankyu is this way. Let's go through the dungeon of underground. So I'm now passing through Hankyu Sanbangai South area. So as you can imagine, as I've explained in the history part, so this Hankyu line are connected to many Hankyu shopping districts that were run by Hankyu Railways. Okay, so Hankyu line is on the left. Okay, here's the Hankyu line to the second floor central entrance. Okay, so we get to the station of Hankyu, and then the name is Hankyu Osaka Umeda Station. So they also have both Osaka and Umeda for their name. Okay, let's go to the ticket counter. So they are extending to several areas of Kansai, such as Kyoto, and then also northern part of Osaka, which is Mino, and then also Hyogo area, such as Takarazuka, and then also Kobe area. So you get a better understanding about this Hankyu line, I hope. Okay, from here, let's go to Hanshin Railway. So let's go back to the navigation. Okay, so just straight back to where we came from. Let's go to this way. So this time I'll be going to the Hanshin line on this first floor, right, to the left. Okay, still, let's keep straight. Okay, follow the navigation. Still, you keep straight. So then you will take right from here. Okay, so I just got to this station, and then the name is Hanshin Osaka Umeda Station. So the same name as Hankyu. Okay, so to buy ticket, you have to go down. So this Hanshin Railway also consists of several lines that is extending to the relatively southern part of Osaka, and then also, but it mainly going to Hyogo area, such as Arima Onsen, where I've been to before with Marty, and then also other part of Hyogo, such as Himeji. So, and then also Kobe Sannomiya, it's like the center, and then the most urban area of Hyogo. Okay. All right, you got the idea. So if you want to go back to JR station or subway, you can do the reverse of how I got here. But of course, there are multiple ways to go back to, subway and then also JR. So please take this as an example. So I think if you ever get lost in this Umeda area, maybe you can remember JR Osaka Station central exit, or maybe Tokino Hiroba Plaza, where I was exploring in the morning with that golden watch. Yeah, or maybe Grand Front Osaka. Those are very, close to each other. But once you find it, you can probably easily meet other people. And then personally, I feel that Hankyu and Hanshin have a particularly strong presence in this Osaka area. As I've explored this Kansai area, I really feel that. And then I guess one of the reasons would be like, this Kansai area, such as Osaka, and Nara and Kyoto, those were the capital for about 1,000 years. So it has been the center of culture and the politics in Japan. But since starting from the Edo period, the capital moved to Tokyo. Since then, they started developing their own spirit of local enterprise as they became the commerce hub of Japan during the Edo period. So here, that independent energy took a form of urban development led by private railways companies. So railways, real estate, shopping, and entertainment all linked together. That's like the unique homegrown urban DNA of Kansai. So if you visit Osaka, staying near the Osaka JR Station would be the most convenient choice, I guess. And even if you have no sense of direction, do not worry. I'll give you one last advice. So if you are staying in Hankyu or Hanshin related hotels, which often has that name in the hotel's name, for example, Hankyu Respire Hotel or Hotel Hanshin Osaka. In these cases, you might not find clear direction to the hotel. In those cases, don't look for the hotel signs, look for the railway signs. As I've explained, railways are also connected to the hotels. So if you're looking for a hotel that is run by Hankyu Railways, follow the sign of Hankyu Railways. You'll naturally find your way to the Hankyu complex itself. That's the way, as I've said, this city was designed to work. Okay, that's about the railway navigation part. Let's move to the next spot.
Number 2. Exploring Umeda. Major facilities.
So from now, I'm gonna start exploring this north area of the JR Osaka Station, which is pretty much about north side of the Umeda. Okay, let's explore. And when you are coming to Osaka, please ride on the right side. So on the left side is like a passing lane, so that people can just go up. So yeah, people in front of me are probably like from abroad. Okay, so this is also a nice place to place where you can meet up with the people. Yeah. Here you see nice view you can get. So this one in front is called Grand Front Osaka. Then on the left, the building you see is called Umeda Sky Building, which is also one of the landmarks in Umeda. And then the one that I would highly recommend to visit. So this shopping mall is called Rukwa, which is like directly connected with this JR Osaka Station. And then, so this is like a nice place you can meet up with people. Here's a Lululemon also. So next to Grand Front Osaka, you can see this Yodobashi Umeda. That's like where you can buy any kind of electric appliances, pretty much like Best Buy in the US. Let's go up to the Tokino Hiroba. So now I came up to this 11th floor of this Rukwa. It's called Kazeno Hiroba, which means like a square of wind. Here you can also see the clear view of the Osaka area. And then here you see this Grand Green Osaka, which is now still partially under development. And then, so it's a really nice place to explore as well. All right, let's go down. Let's go to this Grand Front Osaka. There's an up hall and a second floor. So basically, this ground front Osaka is divided into two towers, south and the north. And the north tower is connected to the hotel, Intercontinental Hotel. Okay, from the ground front, you get the idea. Then I'm coming back to the Umekita Hiroba again, but this time I'm heading left to this Yodobashi Umeda, which is also a shopping mall called Links Umeda. And this is like the floor guide of this Links Umeda. And then from basement 2 to 5th floor, it's like a part of Yodobashi. It's a Yodobashi camera. The other part of the 5th floor, and then also like from 6th to 8th floor, which is Links Umeda. It's like a shopping mall where you can find various kinds of stores. And then from the 12th to 35th floors, it's a Hotel Hankyu Respire. So here you can see how big this Yodobashi camera is like, and they're having like all the logos of the shopping stores. And then you can also see this is east gate of Lukwa, and then it's called Kariyon Hiroba. And if you go down from here, you will go back to where I started, central exit of Osaka Station. Here I am, Osaka, JR Osaka Station, Midōsuji, Kitaguchi. It's like a north gate. And then if you keep straight from here, you get to where I started. Okay, now I came back to where I started. I'm now at the area where I started exploring the north side of JR Osaka Station. So I'm gonna then go to the opposite side of south central gate of JR Osaka Station. Okay, let's go. Okay, now I've passed the central part, so seeing like South Gate building, and then this is like pretty much the shopping center called Daimaru, which is one of the most well-known shopping center in Japan that is having many luxurious brands and fashion stores inside. And this is a floor guide of Daimaru shopping store, and mostly those are all like clothing and fashion brands mainly. But what's interesting is that 13th floor you see these many stores related to Japanese characters like Pokemon Center Osaka and Nintendo Osaka, and then also One Piece Mugiwara store and the Capcom store and the Cafe Umeda. So this is like where you can visit if you really like a lover of Japanese games and anime. Okay. So this is the view you get from the South Gate. Right in front you see this Hanshin Hyakkaten, which is also one of the landmarks of this Umeda area. Okay, let's go up one floor. Then you get to a point where you can see kind of like a whole buildings that are surrounding this JR Osaka Station. So on my right, you see this Hanshin Hyakkaten, Hanshin department store. What I think is interesting is that the green that you can see on this building, which looks really nice. And then you also see this Hankyu Hyakkaten, which is like the Hankyu main store. And then, as I've shown, there's Yodobashi Umeda in front on the north side of this JR Station City. And then on the left, you just see like the Daimaru where I was. So you can get the kind of whole idea by coming to this kind of like an area, spots where that's connecting all the buildings. I think that's one thing that's really nice about this, Osaka Station City, is that so it's connected by this, skywalk and then also underground. So it's very convenient in that sense. Okay, let's go into Hankyu then. This is also mainly, luxurious brands for clothing and fashion. And then also at the top floor, there's like an event space. So, every season they have like a special event, for having many customers, new customers, I think. There are many shopping and then also dining stores as well. Then here they also talk about Hanshin Tigers, which is like main baseball team in Japanese baseball league. And then they have actually won a championship in this year. And then they are really passionately, supported by the people here in Osaka. And then this is actually, run by Hanshin Railroad Company. So this is the map. It's pretty nicely organized, I think. English, Korean, and Chinese. It's really easy to see what they have for each floor. So each shopping store, basically they have food court and then also spaces for seasonal events at the top floor. That can be universally appealing to everyone, so that they can go up to the top. So when they go down, they can stop by each floor that they are interested. Then so if you go into the Umeda Sky Building, you go to the left, this way. Okay, so this is one of the interesting areas to explore, which is Grand Green Osaka. So this one is also having like a two area, south, Grand Green Osaka south, and then also north. And at the center, they have like a South Park where you can explore, like on the green. So as the name stresses, this is the area that tries to create an innovation through featuring green. And then this is like an area, like a big hall for like an event, I think. And then this is like a nice area where you can just go in and like lie down on the green. And then there are still, right now it's still like before 6, there are so many people lying on the green and then enjoying the nice breeze of the night. Some people are doing like a hiking and they've been bringing a chair. There's also a nice looking cafe and many shops. Let's go up a little bit. So as you can see, this Grand Green Osaka is like totally having a different concept compared to the other part of the Umeda area, which is represented by the many big department stores, having this green really featuring this area. And then area you can see right in front of me, this is the area that is south part of this Grand Green Osaka, having this Umekita Green Place as the entrance part. Then behind it, you see this really nice greenish area where any kind of generation can gather. And then also, this north part will be should be right now under development. So there will be another part of the building that will be built around here. And then you take a walk down there, and then that is directly leading to the Umeda Sky Building. So here is the Grand Green Osaka South Building, and so it looks like they have a gate tower office from 5th to 17th floor, and in addition to the hotel. And then here, what is interesting is that the restaurant's choices, they all look kind of fancy and then kind of unique. On the third floor, they also have hot spring called Umekita Onsen. Then, so you can actually enjoy, taking a spa. So I just came up to the 7th floor of Grand Front Osaka as I got really hungry exploring the city. So there may be some people who are intimidated by going to Namba Dotonbori area as it's too bustling, and then there are a lot of people, so that could make you feel tired. But you might still want to eat something that is specific to this Osaka, which are like okonomiyaki and takoyaki. For those kind of people, you can find in here. Right now I see two places that you can enjoy okonomiyaki. So I'm going to the right one called Fukutaro. This is probably my nigiyaki.
It's really nice that how you can see how it's being cooked like this.
So looks good. いただきます。ネギがたっぷりです。Filled with a lot of green onion. Oh, it's so good. The onions are really fresh, shaki. I like that. I like the taste. It's also grilled with flour, but it's a little soft, really, kind of like that.
Number 3. Recommended places.
Okay, so this is pretty much about exploring Umeda. Lastly, I want to kind of touch the recommended places to visit in this Umeda area. So as I've mentioned, Umeda is pretty much characterized by its, gigantic department stores that were run by many different, railway companies. So if you really love shopping, you can of course visit those places. But to me, I kind of want to, like to visit something kind of unique. So I'd like to recommend Grand Green Osaka, as I've kind of explored like, greenish area where many people from different generation can kind of, relax together, which really looks peaceful, and I really liked it. And then also the Grand Green Osaka Southern building, which was having like a, kind of like a unique taste, restaurants and cafes and clothing brands that you cannot find in the main shopping department stores in this main area. So probably because that's like a newly opened area, then developers try to select the ones that are not selected in the already existing department stores, I imagine. So but that's like a really nice and kind of cool place, I thought. So that's one of my recommendations. And then secondly, especially like Umeda Sky Building, that's like the must visit, especially for people who like architecture, and then also who want to have like a nice view from the that's where you can kind of see like the whole area of Umeda from really high place, and then also you can go outside and then feel the wind directly if the weather is fine. And then also like just like having like nice pictures. For example, like the going to the top, you can have like elevator that looks really nice and cool, both for going up and down. And then the lastly, if you like cafes, actually there's like a place called Nakazakicho, which is like on the right side of the map from the center of the Umeda station. Walk about 10 to 15 minutes to the east side. You can find a nice area with kind of like a retro vibe with really nice trendy cafes. These are my recommendations. One of them is called Yatte. It's also a really nice cafe. And then also another one is called Neil, where you can have a really nice pork cutlet sandwich. And then for the night cafe, I would recommend Pulse, where you can have really nice shaved ice. So that's like 3 biggest recommendations for Umeda area. Okay, so enough said. This is pretty much about Umeda. So I hope you better understand this area, and then also hope that this video can be helpful for your travel in Osaka. So, okay. And in the next video, maybe I will be sharing, actually I have done kind of like, join my friend from the States for 2 days travel in Osaka. So I might kind of share that, my experience. So anyway, I'll be still sticking to the Osaka. So see you in the next video. Bye bye. Thank you. Please let me know how you thought about the video, and if you like it, please share it with your friends and families.